Yeah.
Yes, you can start.
And
We are the first team. My name is Emiliano, he's Enrique, he's Mauricio, and he is Yael. And we are going to present the results of our project about gender equity.
what is gender equity? According to Cost a Graph article, gender equity is a process of allocating resources, programs, and decision making fairly to both male and female, without any discrimination according to the basis of sex, and addressing any imbalances in the benefits available to male and female. That means that the objective of gender equity is to don't discriminate and have the same conditions for both men and women.
Why is gender equity important? First, to know why it is important, we need to know why inequity is a problem. According to the portal Faith, Gender, and Sexuality, cultures without equity or the culture of men is dominating the culture of women, exists exclusion and leads to social and economic problems.
Who were the most important characters in the battle of gender equity? First, we have John Stuart Mill. Ideas about gender equality have a record since the time of Enlightenment. One of the first minds to think about gender equity was John Stuart Mill in the 19th century. During the second chapter of his book, Female Slavery, John talks about how women inferiority made no sense in a modern society, which is not controlled by the law of the strongest, since this was a symbol of primitive society.
Another important person in the fight for gender equity is Malala. It's a young girl of, I think, is from Pakistan. She, at a young age, fought for women to have education because in Pakistan and the countries around, women are discriminated and cannot have education.
Even governments have taken some actions to guarantee gender equity. One example is an action taken in the 19th century when China, Japan, and India discovered that part of the reasons behind the decline of their economy was that of women. So then, in the top managers decide to start boosting education among women, like same conditions for.
So one of the most important parts of our project was to discover what people think about gender equity, what they know as gender equity. So we ran some interviews to know the general opinion of people. For example, what is gender equity for you? I think that between all these answers, the most complete is the third one that says the gender equity is to have all the same opportunities and rights, no matter the gender. And another way to complement this answer is the fourth, same level of opportunities no matter the gender. So we can say that people do know what is gender equity. What benefits can gender equity bring us? I think that the most complete answer in this question was the number 3 that says, for instance, a better salary for women or an equal salary than a man doing the same job. I think that the 6 is also a good answer. Live in peace between men and women and not to have fights and competences between the genders. So I think that people do think that gender equity, well, the people we interviewed do think that gender equity has benefits. So here is one of the most curious questions, because it says, do you think there is gender equity today? And half and half said that different answers. Some said yes and some said no. So this is interesting because some people, well, not everybody agrees that there is gender equity in these days. And what could be the consequences of lack of gender equity? I think that the most interesting answer of this question is the number 2, hate between the persons and also fights between them. And also I think that the 8 is a really good answer to the question. Okay, so in conclusion, we think that there have been advances in gender equity, but that our society is not yet as advanced to accept completely that men and women have the same rights.
And another problem I see in these days is the frequent competition between men and women for being the better. But gender equity all about is to be the same and have the same opportunities and rights, not one being better than another. And that's something the persons today don't understand. Thanks.